What's going on, Kicks Gang? It's Heatkickz. He Kicks back with another dope sneaker unboxing. All-Star Weekend just wrapped up last night, and as you guys know, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, that also means tons of really super hyped and dope concepts and collabs that come from all the different sneaker retailers, whether it be Nike, Adidas, and I'm super pumped because for the most part, I was able to pick up almost every single collab that they had for the entire All-Star Weekend. The only sneaker I was not able to get was the Jordan 1 Blue Chill or UNC colorway, and as you guys know, the Jordan 1 is my favorite silhouette, so I definitely was a little bit salty, but also in addition to that, some of you guys may have also heard Foot Locker's dates have been pushed back to February 21st, so if you had put in for a raffle, and even the people that had already made purchases over the weekend on Foot Locker, their deliveries have actually been pushed back, and based on what Foot Locker has said, they have the pairs in stock for footlocker.com, but they actually can't ship them out until the release in stores happen. I've also spoken to the manager at my local Foot Locker, and I've heard a bunch of different stories as far as whether or not they're getting them, so it's still up in the air for my local area, but I'm pretty sure that it's still going down because it is still sitting on that Foot Locker app, so I still do have a couple chances for the few Foot Lockers that are in my local area, so I'm definitely keeping my fingers crossed, and hopefully I will be able to get that pair, and if I do, that would be pretty dope because like I said, I was able to get most of the other hyped All-Star releases. And with that, let's go ahead and get into the first sneaker unboxing, and that is the Air Jordan 9 UNC. Let me go ahead and give you a picture of the box up close. As you guys can see, they also put them in the same boxes as the new Jordan 11 Concords. Flipping around to the other side, we've got the Nike Air logo, and then spinning around in 180, again we have that Nike Air logo, and then of course we've got the sizing tag, the barcode, and the pricing sticker, and then flipping around to the bottom of the box, like we usually have on any of the Jordans or Nike silhouettes, we have some of the trademark information and coding and stuff here on the bottom. And with that, let's go ahead and open the packaging and put the cover to the side. As you guys can see, we've got that official Nike receipt, and we got that typical plastic sheeting that we get with the 4s, the 5s, and apparently the 9s. And the reason I'm saying apparently, and one of the reasons that I'm super excited about this specific pair, is because this is actually my first Jordan 9 in the collection. Yes guys, although I have many sneakers, there are no Jordan 9s in the collection. And without further ado, bang the Air Jordan 9 UNC, super dope colorway. Let me go ahead and grab the other one out of the box, throw the box to the side, and here we have them. Super clean silhouette, and I'm really glad to be adding a Jordan 9 to the collection. I've actually been wanting a Jordan 9 for quite some time, but since I've started collecting pretty much in the last 3 years, there's really not been any Jordan 9 colorways that I've been a fan of. Now don't get me wrong, there's tons of dope Jordan 9 colorways, just nothing in the last few years that I was really super excited about, and it's definitely a bigger shoe. It did take me a little while to kind of get interested in this silhouette. As you guys know, I love the 1s, the 3s, the 4s. I'm still, you know, kind of up in the air with the 2s, although I definitely do want to get a 2 in the collection. That's another one that I don't have in the collection. I did kind of like the Black History Month Jordan 2 that came out, but still that wasn't a colorway that I was like, yeah, I really want to have it in the collection. So that's basically another shoe like the Jordan 9 where I'm waiting for some dope silhouettes to come out for those. And as you guys know, 2s and 9s, they usually don't put out as many silhouettes of these as they do the 4s, the 1s, the 5s. Jordan 11s, yeah, usually they only do 1 or 2 high tops a year. Now more recently, 3, 4 a year, and then they have the low tops, the IEs and all that. But anyways, with all that said, let's go ahead and get into this. Super clean pair. Like honestly, it's probably one of the cleanest pairs I've seen from Nike in probably a year or so, as far as, you know, just perfect quality control, really no defects. Let me know down in the comments if you guys had any issues with these pairs, or let me know if you guys also found the same thing and you got a super clean pair. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the review, and we'll start off with the bottoms like we usually do. And this is something I want to zoom into, and I've actually never really looked at a lot of the Jordan 9 silhouettes before, so I didn't know the outsole was like this. But as you can see, it's really dope. I'm not positive, I have to double check. You guys can let me know down in the comments as well. I'm pretty sure all the 9s come with that same design, but it is new to me. It may be new to you. As you guys can see, let me take a quick peep at exactly what it is. It does seem kind of hard to make out, but as you guys can see, we've got that Chinese kind of writing here. We've got a really cool pattern design here, and then it looks like it says Jordan up here on the top. And then this is really neat. Being that I was in the military, this actually looks like that kind of graded pattern that you see on the outside of a grenade. Coming to the center of the shoe, it kind of flattens out, and then we have that really cool pattern here that we had up on the toe here in the back, and then of course that really nice bold Jumpman that covers the entire bottom of the heel in that UNC or Carolina blue. I really like the color, and I like how big it is. It really pops on the outsole, although not something that people really see, but it's something that I know. Flipping around to the side of the shoe, as you guys can see, we've got a really thick swatch or pattern of that patent leather. It's really got that nice sheen that we've come to get used to with the patent leather, and that also comes down onto the side of the midsole. And like I said, we have that white outsole which wraps around on the side, and then onto the side of the midsole it wraps up with that white as well. And then again, we have that Jordan and that UNC and Carolina colorway. And something I noticed, and you guys let me know, but it looks kind of funny looking at it in the camera. It almost looks like his hand is missing here on the side, but it's actually tucked away. And honestly, it just looks a little bit different on these models. I think what it is that the Jordan's actually facing in the other direction, which definitely differs from some models and differs from the way that they used to do it back in the day. But then coming up on the midsole, we have that little white portion, but like I said, we have that patent leather that continues down onto the midsole, and we have these 3 really dope looking ridges. It really gives the shoe a really nice shape, and it contrasts with the rest of the design of the silhouette really nice as well. Looking at the upper, we actually have a really nice soft leather. I wouldn't say it's super tumbled. It's actually kind of got that flat look or that flat design to it, but inside these areas here, we've got these really nice indentations. They don't look to be perforations, so they're not going to give any breathability in the shoe, but the Jordan 9 has always really been more of a boot style sneaker. Then again, Jordan did play with these. They seem really bulky, but he was able to do it, and I know some people really like and favor the Jordan 9. Like I said, I like the patent leather. I like the shaping on the side with the midsole, and then coming up to the top with that contrast of the indentations and the sections on the side. Then for the laces, we have the blue eyelets that come all the way down. Those actually appear to be plastic or some composite material. They actually pop up from the leather. And then we've got the all white rope laces. Didn't come with any extra laces, but honestly, with this particular pair, this is really the only color I think I would want. Maybe a navy blue would look cool, or maybe even that Carolina blue or UNC blue would look kind of cool, because there's really not too much of that color on the upper except for down here on the midsole. Wrapping around to the back, we have more of that really nice patent leather. Again, I want to mention there's a lot of different types of patent leather, and this one happens to be a particularly thick cut of patent leather, which I do like and prefer. Then we have the 23 in really bold fashion, and it's not painted on, dyed on, or just kind of put on the outside of the patent leather. It's actually stitched in, which I really like. And then here on the back, we have the Jumpman symbol once again in that circular pattern right here by the ankle collar and pull tab. It almost looks like Jordan covering the world. It actually has some of the designs that look like the globe. Not exactly too sure what the symbol represents, but of course, like I said, but it is that Carolina blue, which is a really nice contrast to that navy blue that we have on the patent leather. And then of course, you just can't go wrong when it comes to the Jumpman. Like I said, we've got the pull tab on the back, and then flipping around to the tongue on the front. This is something I do really like about the Jordan 9s. We've got the Bold Air Jordan in the Carolina colorway once again. We've got a really nice breathable tongue. The tongue is stitched in, but it's stitched in way lower on the shoe, so there's definitely definitely some give here up on the top. It definitely gives you the feel of that looser tongue, but it still is stitched on the bottom, which I think will give a little bit better fit and lockdown, especially for those that are going to be playing basketball. I've actually not tried these on yet, so I don't know about the fit and the sizing. Let me go ahead and pull out the shoe tree so we can see what's going on the inside. I was just talking about the tongue, and you can actually see here something else I didn't know till looking at the shoe just now is that tongue is actually connected to the ankle support and Achilles support in the back. And as you guys can see, there's tons of padding, and especially for Achilles heel support, there's actually an independent padding section here in the back that's separate from the back of the collar. It's kind of like some of the newer models, the 31s, the 32s, where they had tons of extra padding, and everything on the inside just feels really nice. Of course, we've got that sizing tag on the inside of the tongue, and no Air Jordan branding on the inside, because like I had showed you guys, it's actually on the outside with this particular model. And based on the way the shoe looks as a whole, I think I like that better. Going up to the toe box, it feels really thick and premium. The leather seems to be a really nice cut. As you guys can see, it's got a tiny bit of tumble. It's not super soft, but soft doesn't always necessarily mean quality, and neither does tumble. This is definitely some nice leather. You can tell it's a really thick cut. Looks like it came off the back of a cow's ass. Honestly, it really is nice. And looking at the insole, it's actually really plain. It's that same navy color that we have on the upper. It's kind of hard to see on the bottom with that sizing sticker, but again, we have the Jumpman in that Carolina blue, which is a nice hit. Again, not something that you guys would actually see when they're on foot, but like I always say, I like to see all the added things that they do with the sneaker. You might not see them, but when I'm wearing them, I know what's good with them. Honestly, I'm really excited to have these in the collection. I know I say that a lot, but being that I don't actually have this silhouette and I've been wanting a Jordan 9 for quite some time, it is definitely a really special addition to the collection, and I really like the UNC colorways. I'm really a big fan of that too. Like I said, I am kind of sad that I was not able to get the Air Jordan 1 in the blue chill or UNC colorway. That would have been a nice kind of pack to go along with this pair. And actually, now come to think of it, they actually could have released that as a pack, and that would have been a really dope pack. I don't know what they could have called it, the college pack. They could have really called it anything. Nike's really good with their branding. But anyways, let me go ahead and give you guys a couple more close-up looks at the upper and the nice shine on that patent leather. And with that, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. And like I always say, feel free to subscribe and smash that notification bell so you guys can get all my videos on demand. And if you guys have been with me for a while, you know how greatly appreciated you are, and thanks for coming back to check out the video. It's Heat Kicks. I'm out.